Hello and welcome to the Network Scientific Show. Today we're going to talk about the Scrum method or the Scrum framework. Scrum is a methodology that is an iterative process which includes a set of roles, events, artifacts, and the rules that bind them together, which we will dig deeper into when we look at some clips from Kodak Game Company and how they practice the method. Scrum is aligned with the Agile management approach. It focuses on helping the people committed to develop the project and deliver that project. Scrum enables software development to generate a rhythm, which results in designing high-quality software. More specifically, Scrum is a simple framework for effective team collaboration on complex projects. Scrum is a value-driven method. It's about the value that you give the customer. Scrum is iterative, incremental development. Scrum is about taking small pieces at a problem and recessing that problem after each pass. The motto of Scrum is small. Small time blocks, sprints, small future, and small teams. All the small time blocks called sprint is where the teams focus on making a solution for the customer. It's about working on small scale, and it's possible to do everything you need to do when you need to do it. It is iterative. We don't have to do everything up front. We have time to change. The goal is to deliver an increment of the final product. The purpose of breaking it into small chunks is that the teams can handle the risks and problems earlier and know close to be finished the product. They will address the problem immediately because it's manageable and it's visible. Now let's take a look at the Kodak Game Company and which roles, events, and artifacts they have.
Hello and welcome to the Kodak Games Company. As you can hear on our name, we're a company that creates different games, but also we create different applications. But I will talk about that later on in this documentary. At first, I would like to introduce our team here at Kodak. And this is our Scrum Master called I-10. And we have Cheryl. She's a part of the delivery team. And I am the product owner. In the next part, you will get the understanding of what each responsibility of each role have.
It's important to understand differences between Scrum roles because they play crucial roles in the development of a project by having different responsibilities. Some are involved and some are committed. The people that are committed to the project are the ones who actually create the project. These are the Scrum Master, the product owner, and the delivery team. Furthermore, the people that are involved in the project are those who only are interested in the project, such as customers, vendors, or sponsors. They give valuable feedback which helps to improve the project. So, what does the Scrum Master? He or she ensures that the process is being understood and followed, facilitates the team meetings, and being a great communicator to the people outside the group. Product owner represents the customer by ensuring that the work of the team is producing high customer value. Delivery team firstly ensures the product is being delivered. It's a team that usually consists of 2 to 10 people. Secondly, being a self-organized unit, there is no leader. They decide as a group what needs to be done, what tools they need, and what they can commit to each sprint.
So, the first part of the process in Scrum, we need to decide on a backlog. It's called the product backlog. It is very essential that the product is being delivered successful and efficient, and that we really understand what the customer wants. The product backlog is an ordered list of everything that might be needed to create this game. And as I mentioned before, our project is about creating a backtrack game. And at first we need to know exactly, as I said, what does the customer want? And as I heard from Bill, he's our customer, he said, well, I want a stylish game, I want it to be easy to play, and I also want to be able to play online with other players. So now we need to think about different futures to create this game. So, to capture all the features that are required to this Jackback game, it's easier for us to use user stories. It's just to facilitate the communication and that everybody understands what to do. It's also, I think the first step, everybody of us needs to understand what is Jackback. So Sarah, maybe you can,
Yeah,
try to
so Blackjack is a card game which is about getting closest to the number 21. But if you get over the number 21, it means that you lose. The player is playing against a dealer by betting money. So, yeah, by betting money.
I understand.
So as I understand, one user story was called Initial Bet, and the story would go like this. As a player, I should be able to make a bet.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and so we go on. We break down the product in small pieces in user stories. For example, we have the initial bet, we have the start of the game, we have the rules of the game, and so on. And as it is an iterative process, we can also go in and make changes whenever we want if something doesn't work. And when we're finished all the user stories, it is time for us to decide on how complex each user story is. And we can, example, have the initial bet, like this is extra small or this is extra large, depending on how complex the work is. And maybe my idea is that the initial bet story is like medium-sized, complex. What do you think about that?
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds reasonable?
Yes,
Good. And so we go on, kind of like, put on a scale how hard it is, how complex it is. So, as I mentioned before, my role is the product owner. And my responsibility is also to prioritize what we need to do in our first sprint. And our first sprint is in 2 weeks. And we're going to talk a little bit more what the sprint is later on. But I think that we should have 3 user stories in our first sprint. Is that alright with everybody?
Yeah, sounds good.
Or should we have 4?
No, I think it's better to manage less
Exactly.
but manage it.
Really good. Then we have like this.
In product development, sprint is a period of time which consists from 2 weeks up to 4 weeks, depending on what the team would decide. There are specific tasks that should be done by the end of each sprint. Each day in the sprint starts with a daily stand-up meetings. I'll tell you a little bit more about these meetings. They should be attended by all members of the team, although customers and other types of stakeholders shouldn't be involved in the discussion. It's only the developers of the product who should participate in the discussion. They last for 15 minutes and not more. The goal is to answer to 3 questions. Now, let's take a look on the one of Kojak Game stand-up meeting.
So let's start this Scrum meeting. I'll ask you 3 questions and you will have to answer to them. So the first question is, what have you done yesterday?
Yesterday I was doing coding for the initial bet, as my task was. And that was the only thing that I did.
And so that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second question is, what are you going to do today?
Today I will continue with working with the coding because it's not finished. And yeah, that's the only thing I have planned for today.
Okay, good. And is there something that hinders you from doing that?
Well, no, it takes a lot of time, but I will continue and do my best, and I think that it works well because I have support from the team members, as Bill helped me yesterday. with the coding, and otherwise it's going good. Actually, yeah, good.
So, right, now we're finished with sprint number 1. It has gone 2 weeks and it's time to get our review. We are going to meet with the customer and she's going to tell us and give us a little bit of feedback on how she thinks our project is going. So, all team members, I want you to listen to Billy and what she has to say. Let's welcome Billy. Come on in here.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Nice
Billy.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Let's sit down and you can see how far we have come.
Can I sit here?
Definitely. So here's a little bit about the layout, and we hope that it's what you asked for, so please take a look at this.
It kind of looks interesting.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like how it's style. It's good. I
Good.
think it will work.
Yeah, we thought about it's stylish, it's easy to play, and also that you can play with other players online.
Yeah, it's really good. I
Great.
like that. I think
So-
it will work.
Yeah. We'll continue our work then.
Yeah, for
So
sure,
Grace,
definitely.
now it's time for our retrospective. This is an opportunity for everybody in the team to reflect on how the project went. We will use post-it notes in 3 different colors. The green one, you will write down what went good with the project. Here we go. And with this pink one, you will write down what went bad with the project. And also on the yellow ones, you should write down what was confusing with the project. So you have 5 minutes to write down your reflections, and then I will be back and we will discuss how it went. Alright. So I'm back, your 5 minutes are up, and I will collect these notes. Thank you very much. And later on we will discuss how we could do our next sprint more efficient. But congratulations everybody, you just finished your first sprint, and next week we will start in the second sprint. Good job everybody, good job.
Hello! Now you have seen how Scrum method functions in theory and in practice. Next week we're going to talk about Management 3.0, so make sure you are watching. Thank you.